top with the Drow Ranger and then the Undying being down bottom?
I don't know, honestly. I think it's just, it would have been pretty similar regardless. Well, Matthew, actually, maybe it just enables a little bit more kill potential like this. Drow wants that stun setup to be able to go for those early kills. Mira.
Oh, he might be in trouble though. Yatoro, they still get first blood, but Sacred just finds a level 2 at the same time. So with the use of the Maleficus, he will be able to catch up. Unfortunately, Sacred just a little bit too late to find the bonus gold from first blood, but at least they do kill off Yatoro.
Going to go back to the mid lane, deal with the siege creep, or if they feel like they're in a position to want to get a kill onto Yatoro up top here. It's all the way back in base. Still in 2 mines.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah. They've actually gone bottom instead.
Alright, onto Collapse. A lot of damage coming out early on with the Night Stalker. Plenty of mana as well for Dark Margo to continue the chase throughout the lane. And Miposhka just has to stand off to the side and watch as his core dies. And now he too, we put 6 feet under as Thunder makes some great movements. They get 2 down bottom and they also find the kill onto Mira up top.
Never mind, he's not. But I feel like they might be able to TP people down and hold a lot of TPs on Thunder to make sure that you can look to protect.
Top lane. To dive under the tower, long zip in from Dark Margo, but the rotations are going to be too quick. Look at the response. And Toronto Tokyo lines up the Rolling Thunder, can bounce back off the wall as well. They can keep Yatoro alive. This is going to be huge for Team Spirit as he's just almost able to limp away. They'll finally get the finishing blow, but it is such a grave cost for Thunder as multiple casualties come out from Radiant. Too deep of a dive for them.
Too deep indeed. Still, again, able to make sure that Yatoro...
Oh no. I mean, that is a big ultimate where you can potentially get a kill and slow down the Night Stalker. All of a sudden, this lane, very vulnerable for them.
Poor Toronto Tokyo just tried to roll a couple of times. Gets caught with a black hole. Yeah, and multiple Eidolons hitting into him as well. Nicely done by Sacred. Having a fantastic game so far. Even getting the double 1v2 turnaround.
Bottom as well. Collapse gets another kill as well. Dark Ascension used. So it looks like they will be able to, especially with Sacred taping in, they're going to have to deal with the tree so they can scout his position, but it has given enough time for Team Spirit to react as well. As Toronto Tokyo is ready with the Rolling Thunder. Panda moves in a position where he can counter this though. Fiends group out to the left side. Do they have the damage to be able to get the Pain Clear's life inside the ultimate? They're going to turn to deal with the Undying instead. As now they can turn and deal with Toronto Tokyo. Dominating streak for Sacred. Pandamu, great position with the use of the ultimate to stop the Rolling Thunder and its trap.
And that was a 4v5 as well. Pakar's just sitting up here on the top-hand side, farming away very, very happily, realizing that he needs that little bit of extra damage now if he's looking to try and take out people like the Night Stalker inside of the Chrono.
This, an aggressive zip into the triangle as well. The ward that they placed prior.
They're going to go for one
should
more.
Allow them to catch up to Mira. Now Pandamu with the wraparound also gets the Nightmare to hold Yatoro into place, and Thunder. What is a very even game a couple of minutes ago, but the net worth lead is starting to balloon up.
I know Yatoro is a big fan of buying the Aghanim Shard on the Drow Ranger, and I wonder if he's going to do it this time around, just with the old hypothermia, bit of regen reduction against, you know, the Bane, even the Faceless Void to a lesser extent, helps pop the Eidolons a little bit too.
Long zip in. They want the Drow Ranger on. They're going to be able to find Matthew with the wraparound ankle. Beautiful positioning coming through from the Nyx Assassin, and Dark Margo will instantly follow up with the damage required, and this can now open up the tier 1 tower. Zip is going to try and deal with the Undying first. They do have at least the Rolling Thunder nearby, but down in the lane bottom, Black Hole's going to be cancelled thanks to the silence. Matthew's able to step in as well, along with Pandamu. Do they have a way to cancel the Fiends? So that's when Mira can come into play, but Thunder there in trouble. Just no escape as Team Spirit swarming into the neighborhood. They've killed off Sacred. They're going to be able to find the Bane as well, as Spirit was looking like a rocky start to the fight with the Black Hole, but the instant counter proves dividends.
I mean, they've got multiple ways to be able to cancel it, right? And it was a nicely timed gust there coming through. So just making sure to play around Mira. They feel that Yatoro has died a few too many times now, 1, 5, and 4. They can't just afford to give him up for free, but they're going to make the solo jump here.
Yatoro, everyone's left the neighborhood. Dark Margo should be able to get the kill and then get out with his own life. We'll have some bottle sips to play with to get the mana back. Mira's going to be able to drag him closer to the Rolling Thunder as they will catch up. Great movement over from Team Spirit. They do separate away, so at least there was an opening to be able to continue to slow down Yatoro's game.
It's level 2. Really won't have that much left to be able to do a lot of damage, and you're going to have to play the passive game once again.
I'm a Poshka. Up to his shenanigans like usual. Gonna just be a nuisance. There's also another long zip in the lane as well. Once again, Dark Margo, where we saw prior of him trying to get the kill onto the Jar Ranger. Looks like also Mira's gonna go down in the similar neighborhood as well. So a couple of killers being fed over to Thunder. Up at the top jungle now. They're onto Bakaz, get some distance away thanks to the Force Staff. Do they want to stick around though? Kronos are the ready, but Bakaz...
Style.
Seems like he needs the items, and along with some of the other members as well. Collapse begging for this Blink Dagger just to help with that initial jump. Meanwhile, though, again, it's going to be the Nyx Assassin that runs into another member of Team Spirit. So Mira caught out inside the jungle. Dark Margo's going to try and zip in as well, but that's where Pandaboo can come into play. He's got the Fiend's Grip holding Collapse into place. They're even got a Black Hole as well from Sacred. A lot of hate given over to Collapse as Night Stalker.
Look at all them zombies as well. They end up clearing through all of them, but as in the Void ability, not the Faceless Void. But this game, full-on Crippling Fear. He realizes his job this game on Collapse is just to take out these supports.
Top lane, they're baiting the Nyx Assassin. Oh, nice sidestep though from Yatori. He's gonna miss on the Chrono on everyone. So they will still lose Mira nonetheless. And Spirit is starting to TP in. They actually want to take the team fight now, but Thunder, they've got all 5 members. Spirit, they've got to be cautious, and Dark Margo, he'll start the fight, and zip under the tower onto Yatoro, who's going to be able to get some distance thanks to the Hurricane Pike, but it will not matter as Thunder just lock onto their target, trying to continue the chase, but have they got the damage to secure the kill? As somehow Yatoro is still alive for the moment, and now Team Spirit, they can turn it back around, but the heavy commitment out of Thunder, they need to address the Fiend's Grip, and that's where Mira can come into play. But Sacred jumps over the tree line. The BKB Black Hole. Where's the damage coming out though? They don't have any follow-up at the moment. As somehow Team Spirit are continuing to stay alive long enough. They need to set themselves up for round 2. They're going to try and still continue to bring down the Enigma. As Sacred will finally go down. But do they have the damage and the resources to deal with a Storm Spirit afterwards? A silence into the jump in on Mira. And somehow, some way, Team Spirit will be able to take the Aegis team fight and fight. I mean, you mentioned how important the vision was in that team fight, but also just Thunder. I mean, taking a 5-on-5 under a tier 2 tower for a good minute is probably not going to be the easiest way to succeed. Maybe this jump in though into the pain clear though. A bit of momentum going back their way. Toronto Tokyo for the illusion, but still going to go down inside the Rolling Thunder. A cute attempt playing around with the power rune, but not enough.
Eidolons plus the Vlad Zora plus just a Storm right click enough to take him down even inside of that Rolling Thunder, so they'll know that he's off the board for about another 50 seconds. Even if he buys back, he's not going to have the ultimate available, so maybe this is their trigger to just make that exact same play again.
Another jump in. Look at this, Matthew and Dark Margo combined together. Collapse.
Thinking about
He's going to try and TP in, yeah. I mean, the rest of the team had an angle down from the triangle, but...
Well, they've got the gem though, so Maposhka might see it. Not quite. So Thunder know where you are and you have no idea.
They're coming. Matthew, they're going to run back under the ward. Matthew can get the jump, or Dark Margo instead with the follow-up. Double impale, it's beautiful. And Sacred's nearby as well for good measure. A Black Hole dropped on the dome, and now to the tier 2 tower they go. As Bakaz is in with the Chronosphere. Mira's down and out of the count. As Thunder find 3, and that's all set up thanks to the Observer ward.
In these fights.
I like this smoke from Spirit. Their lanes are in a really good position. They know the ultimates were used as well.
Look at Matthew's positioning.
The only issue is Matthew's positioning. Again, this Nyx Assassin. Oh, no. And this... Oh,
Matthew!
Matthew, what was that? A 4-man stun and Thunder. They're going to capitalize on the initiation. That was beautiful. You couldn't have asked for much better. He blocked the smoke, gets the jump in onto 4 at a choke point, and now they can finish up the team fight as well as Collapse will not escape. A triple for Dark Margo. And it looks like the writing is on the wall. Thunder with the second Roche now.
Double damage as well for Dark Margo into the level 20 Talon, extra electric vortex duration. So if he's able to find someone, if you're able to get the jump, I feel like Thunder Awaken, they're the style of team that want to go first.
Ooh. Oh, they know where Pango is, and because a beautiful double chrono off to the right side. That's it. They've got to tap out. Thunder Awaken. What an incredible game one. It just seems like there's no angle back in. Spirit will still try and hold this game, but Thunder have just looked so clean.
They have. You give people their comfort, and this is what they're going to be able to deliver. You know, the Pakaz Faceless Void, absolute top tier. Everyone, essentially, being able to play at their absolute pinnacle, and Collapse, he's going to need to get back to the base. They're hitting onto tier 4s. He's got his level 16, but not sure if it's going to be enough. The Basher still not ready to be purchased up.
Poshka gets the Tombstone down, but they'll instantly jump on top of him. Toronto Tokyo with a follow-up as well, but the buildings are starting to fall. The zombies are doing a lot of damage towards the Enigma. They'll kill off Sacred, but is that the only person they're going to be able to kill as they put themselves too far forward of the net worth deficit? They will not be able to get themselves back inside the base. They're too squishy as Thunder just blow them up one by one, and the throne, it'll eventually blow up. Collapse, he'll make the attempt. You've got your Tora back up in a couple of seconds, but the respawn will take too long as Thunder. A very, very convincing game one victory from them.
Yeah, starting out the day 0-2, but Thunder Awaken, they've woken up, and they have done it in fantastic style. I mean, it was just an absolute bloodbath as well. 2 kills a minute across the board. It really felt like Team Spirit wanted to take it to them, but they played right into Thunder Awaken's hands. This is the style of gameplay that they go for. They don't care about the meta. They just...
You're in agreement still at least that, even though you think Spirit are going to win, you're in agreement that you feel like this lineup is going to have some difficulties at the early game?
Maybe. It depends how the lanes are set up as well, as they're actually looking to go onto the Poshka.
Yeah, great jump in with the Gush to be able to help out. A lot of damage early on, and Dark Margot will find first blood in game 2.
Did you see what Maposhka has leveled up as well?
I'm not sure.
Liquid.
25 seconds. See if Mira and Matthew down bottom, both supports, are going to consider about rotating. Instead, they're going to get aggressive onto Bakaz. Pandamu's even going to look to try and TP down as well. So with the extra assistance coming up from the Crystal Maiden, they're going to try and veer their attention over towards Collapse on the Enigma, and they should be able to secure the kill. Beautifully done from Thunder. Now they can decide if they want to go for Mira next as well. But Team Spirit, they themselves have brought enough rotation to turn the team fight back around, as Toronto Tokyo will be able to target down the Conquer, getting rid of the position 1 on Thunder, and now he's going to be able to do a hard U-turn to catch up to Pandamu as well.
Oh, but look, we got Dark Margot potentially coming in, double damage available, but Toronto Tokyo, he's got that full mana, so he might be able to get away. Be waiting out to use any sort of TPs as well, considering he does have that lasso available.
Oh my Poshka. It's a rough life of a position 5. They might be able to get both supports actually. Oh, great jump from Matthew, recognizing that he did not need to help out at all with the Batrider chasing down the Jakiro, so him in combination with Bakaz TPing back in.
Go for these kill attempts, level 3 on the Eidolons, so they end up doing a fair amount of damage as Bakaz is going to get baited in to try and go onto them.
Oh, they lost the Eidolons though. That's pretty much all the damage from Spirit, and our Sacred, he's going to look to TP in and have some impact down bottom. The Ravage clipping onto 2. They've been able to target down the Enigma. Toronto Tokyo is going to drive into the middle as well. They want to try and get rid of the Conquer, but the damage, it's not enough. And now with Dark Margot's influence as well, with the lasso dragging back Toronto Tokyo, a double kill for the rotation thanks to Sacred. And now they can also start to move over to deal with Maposhka. He's going to try and find a little hidey hole in the tree line, but there will be no place he can duck himself deep in far enough as Thunder find 3.
Wasn't even able to use that dual breath as well in that team fight. Kazi's forced the oomph that they need.
I think my concern is that I don't see a way for them to address this BKB on Dark Margot. He's already got boots of travel, top of the net worth, and I think he's just going to tear them apart with this next item. As we're already seeing here, it just fly over to the backline, Toronto Tokyo, then awkward usage out of the ultimate as Dark Margot gets a free kill. Toronto Tokyo should have the finishing blow, but the one shot just keep Matthew alive, and now they're in, dragging him back as the river turns to red as Thunder get another double kill.
Sacred still farming on the bottom.
Eyes on it.
Too fast.
If they can't convert, if Dark Margot gets out, oh no. Even Matthew might escape as well.
Lasso's ready.
Spirit, you got to be cautious how long you stick around. Have they got the bow bonus
Nice
movement speed? Maposhka. What a beautiful macropie. Thunder's still got to run straight through it. As Matthew gets the drag back, they're going to try and TP out, but Maposhka won't be successful as Pandamu stops him short thanks to the Frostbite, and they can catch up to the Jakiro as well. A 2-for-1 exchange, and again favoring Thunder.
That vision, man, it's just way too good. They had the Observer Ward placed.
Bring down with the watermelons being chucked out of him.
Oh no. It's a pretty big kill actually if they're able to land it.
Oh! Have they got a lasso? No. Alright, they'll be able to stop it. World Mirror. Space creators, they like to say. Unfortunate that it's gonna kind of cut him a little bit short of this Blink Dagger. Across the map, because it's also run into Maposhka as well. Attempting to try and D-ward, and what will come at a cost of his own life here from the Jakiro. So 2 support kills, but again, the cores are getting farmed. Toronto, Tokyo, working towards the BKB. You got Yatoro as well. It's gonna have enough gold for 2 components. Really want to force engagements as Yatoro's in trouble here. Maposhka. The Ice Path is at least going to force Dark Margo to go down to the south. He will be able to catch up the lasso. Yatoro has the battle trance to play with if he can get it off, but the rest of the team are a little bit too late. The Ravages are ready, but they haven't found an opening just yet from Sacred, but the Rolling Thunder cutting the team fight into half. And they've been able to keep Yatoro alive long enough for the reinforcements to show up to turn it around. His collapse drops the black hole, and now Yatoro can start to stack up the fervor as Team Spirit lose 0 members. What an incredible fight from them.
Yeah, just had to go a little crack and shell that one.
The big advantages they have here with Spirit with that ultimate, but some of them are now on cooldown. So Thunder are going to look to make another attempt onto Yatoro. We saw what happened prior. They're going to boots to travel into the middle. Yatoro's taking a lot of damage, but Mirror with the blink reveal tries to bring down Dark Margo. They don't have the damage at the moment, so he's going to continue to fly on forward, chasing down Yatoro underneath the T2 tower, but the finishing blow will come out thanks to Matthew. They've been able to find 3 as the third one goes down in the tree line as Thunder finally able to take a successful skirmish.
Oh, and those are pretty long cooldown
Sacred. It's a little bit split from the team. Yatoro's just gonna drop everything early on to try and secure the kill, but the lasso, is it enough to keep Sacred alive so we can get the Ravage up for the team fight? Spirit, do they still want to stick around knowing the Ravage was already used? They've been able to blow up 2 members off to the right side. Yatoro's gonna be able to TP out, but back by the outpost. They've got the Rolling Thunder trying to catch up to the Batrider. They've been able to secure a triple kill and now collapse. He held 2 members back thanks to the Black Hole that bought enough time for Spirit to be able to deal with the other components. Now Mirror can follow up and jump to the low ground, tossing them onto Bakaz. The Conquer's not an easy member to be able to bring down, especially with the buyback coming out from the Crystal Maiden as well, because playing with the Heart regen, it's going to be a long chase from Spirit, but maybe with the assistance from Yatoro, that's where the damage can come into play. They're cutting him to perfection just off to the right side, and now they can go back in. They'll deal with the Crystal Maiden, forcing out a dieback, and now they'll finally get the finishing blow, cutting off the head of Bakaz.
I mean, Toronto Tokyo effectively got a rampage that fight. He killed all. Matthew, could he get again the 4-man stun? We saw it last game. You don't want to be on the low ground. Oh, Mirror.
Smoke's gonna pop. They're all grouped up. Mirror gets a jump. But the follow-up, Toronto Tokyo. He's in, crashing them left, right, and center. But Yatoro, he's hesitant to be able to follow up as well. They've got control with the Ravage coming out, clipping onto 3, but collapse in with the Black Hole. What an ultimate as they don't have a response. The damage is racking up too fast as Thunder. Some buybacks coming out for them, but can they be able to revive the team fight? Because he's been able to veer his attention over towards the Enigma, but they do not have an answer. Yatoro just freely right-clicking throughout the team fights, and Toronto Tokyo as well, looking for the rampage, looking for the final kill to give him the fight, man. He won't be able to find it. Onto Bakaz, the finishing blow, and they'll give it to him. Rampage for the Pangolier, and now they can go for Sacred as well. That Hidehunter just brought back prior, and he'll be sent to the grave for another time. Nothing will stop them. No tier 3 tower will hold them back as Toronto Tokyo gets a double rampage.
Oh, this is why I love this Aghanim.
Again, they need to make sure they're not grouped up. They won't get anything out of their
Another
own
toss
Thunder,
by
but
Mira.
Mira still wants to get the initiation. Toss back, yet Tora's health
Now
is
he's
just
got the damage.
skyrocketing because he's just losing all his hit points. A
maybe
Ravage
not.
will come through,
Maybe
but
yes.
another black hole from Collapse. 2 times in a row. His ultimate to being on point. And Spirit can now look to go for the finishing blow. 3 down, 2 without a buyback, and
All right.
they might have...
Gonna go for the
it.
single pullback.
They need to give him the bonus movement speed. Oh no, they didn't.
They didn't rebound him.
No, didn't rebound him. So there's the first lasso. They got the first life. Dark Marco's
is
gonna jump
ballsy.
behind him.
Mira's been pretty important too.
That he has indeed with the initiation, so Dark Marco's gonna look to try and take the Tiny out of the equation. Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo inside the base, causing chaos, but still with the Batrider outside, surrounded by 3. And this will be it. There's no response from Thunder, nothing they can do without the members of Team Spirit. They weathered the
1-1.
storm early on, and then have been able to come back with the lineup they have. Some incredible team fight execution from them is going to be able to secure a Game 2 victory.
This is the downside of picking this position 1 conquer, right? It's great for the lane, but you gotta have some kind of contingency plan if every single movement isn't an absolute winner. A lot of the times we see, in the mid lane, they pick up something like a